friends, my name is Joey Balistreri, and today I am supposed to be doing my monthly trying on of all my finished jewelry pieces, but I am so far behind again. For those of you who know me, this is the least favorite part of my job. I really love to make jewelry, and so I'm gonna pop up a little video of what my tray looks like. It's a mess. I'm a mess today. I was out running around doing medical appointments with my son, but I'm so far behind again. I'm not going to be able to call this a monthly try on if I keep going like this. It's going to be a every 3-month try on, but I'm here today. I just feel like I have to get it done, even though, you know, I don't really feel camera ready. I don't really feel that it's the day for it, but my curated bead box for the month of February has come today, and I have more of my Pearls Reimagined series going up. And so the things that I've already made, especially 2 of the necklaces, I really wanted to show them to you. They are really beautiful and really special, and I did put them on Gabriella Eva, but you know, maybe a human body will help you to kind of get the gist of it a little bit. So I am going to dive in without further ado. I did just want to say that, you know, one of my jobs as a content creator in the bead industry is to show you what is out there, do the unboxings for all these different boxes, and anything cool that I have found online or at a bead show, anything that I can link, anything that I think you might be interested in for your own work. But this community is so supportive and so amazing, and I get a lot of comments from all of you about your budgets, and I just want to say that that is my job, is to show you what's out there, and I am better than you plunking around on websites willy-nilly, not really knowing exactly what it is you're looking for or ordering. So I show you things on my work table with my design ideas, and hopefully that helps you to manage your budgets. But what I really wanted to say is, don't feel like that you have to purchase everything that I show on my channel, because I mean, if you can do it, hey, that would be great. But I know that if it were reversed, I wouldn't be able to, and I don't want any of you to feel like, you know, you have to do that. I do get a lot of beads from different companies. I am working with quite a few companies now. Jesse James Beads has privileged and honored me by having me join their team. So you'll be seeing some of my videos on their channel as well, some replays on my channel in case you miss it. So maybe follow both channels. They have very unique beads and findings that you don't see anywhere else. And so anyway, I just wanted to say that because you're all so kind and supportive, and I just, you know, wanted to say that. And also, when I am sharing a design idea, I will try to, you know, do the design for what is in the bead box, whatever it is, whether it's bargain bead box or curated bead box or Potomac treasure box or any of the ones that I get. I love the Dollar Bead Club. But you know, if you don't have those beads, or if it's not a box that you get, or even a box that you want, I really hope that you'll take the design idea and go into your own stash. I love using what I own and what I have already purchased, and I advocate for that, and you know, that we're not wasteful. So, you know, it's nice if you want to do things exactly the way I'm showing them. I'm all for that if you were so inspired, but I really encourage you to like use what you have as well. So just wanted to say that going forward, you know, because I'll continue to show a lot of beads, and you know, I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, let's dive in. I have a ton of earrings, and I realize how far behind I am because I'm showing bead boxes from months where I've already got the other boxes on my work table and already loaded on my channel. So I'm going to start out with, what am I going to start out with? I'm going to start out with my Pearls Reimagined series. This necklace is absolutely incredible. I love this so much. This has a triple strand loop of pearls, and it's difficult to see, but there's a little spacer bar in here. And then this is budget friendly. If you watch this video, I'll show you the prices for all the beads, but this is a nod to our Pantone color for 2025, the Mocha Mousse, but it's not an ugly brown necklace. It's beautiful, mixed with the freshwater pearls and some Baroque pearls. Those are at the ends, and this is a very unique lariat style or lasso. I like to call this a lasso style necklace. So you can pretty much play with this any way that you would a scarf. I'm just, for time's sake, I'm just going to do the obvious and put the 3 strands in the loop. And so from here, you can like pull this up and, you know, have it off to one side, kind of the way you would a scarf. Actually, I have it backwards. I'm using the camera as a mirror. It doesn't always work out so well, but you can like pull this up so it's not quite a choker. You can style this a lot of ways, like kind of look at it as if it were a scarf, and it has a little bit of weight to it. Let me back my chair up and stand up and show you. It has a little bit of weight to it, so when you get the drape that you like, you know, it stays in place. And it is, depending on your body type and your size and what you like, you can also turn this around and just wear it like a necklace with, you know, these drops in the front. And I love that because then I can see all my Baroque pearls. These are Baroque stick pearls. And I just like, this necklace is so fun. But I also played with, I showed in the video that you can play with weaving these individual strands in and out of the loops on the necklace. And that gives you a whole nother look. So this is just a stunning necklace, and I did this very budget friendly. I splurged on some of the pearl drops, but you know, you could substitute that. But one of the things that I did is I extended my beads with seed beads in between, and these are mostly craft store beads and pearls because I wanted a lot of length, and it is triple strand. So if you don't watch your budget on a piece like this, you can end up spending a lot of money, more than you thought you would. So that video is up on the YouTube channel, and it is in my series. If you're new, I'll just repeat, it's in my series. Whoops, my chair just popped, just fell down. It's a hydraulic chair. The series is called Pearls Reimagined, Not Your Nona's Pearls. And I can't even remember what video I'm on now. I think there are 6 that are done. And I have done bracelets, a couple of different necklaces. There is a pendant. I'll give you a sneak peek. It is not posted on the internet yet. It's scheduled, but I'll give you a sneak peek of the pendant that I did. And I did a whole bunch of earrings for the series. And so it is just like avant-garde pearls for 2025, like not June Cleaver's pearls. And I am having a blast with this series, as you can tell. So I'm gonna set that aside. In fact, I'm gonna start a whole nother tray because, as you see, this is a mess. So I'm gonna take a project tray and just put the things, because I couldn't put anything away. What I do is, as I'm working, if I have filmed something that I think is difficult for you to actually see the wearability, you know, with the pictures that I do, I'll put it in the tray to show, you know, to share it with you. And I look and I'm like, oh my goodness, did I make all that? I know that I did, but that tray is much too full. So now that I'm trying on, I can put that away. I'm going to go to my next necklace. I am so crazy. This just went up on YouTube today. So by the time my try on video appears, you will have had the tutorial for this. But this is a memory wire necklace for the back, and I made my own chain, and this is super easy. So if you don't have really good chain that's anti-tarnish, you can use craft wire with the anti-tarnish coating, and this is a little curly S hook chain, and I show exactly how to do it. It's a beaded chain like on steroids. The little S hooks that I made are connected by components with a little check glass bead, so it's all anti-tarnish, and it just looks fabulous. And on the end, I have these gorgeous dichroic beads that we received in the All That Glitters kit from Softflex Company. A designer hand makes those. I love those. There are some disc pearls in this piece, and I'm gonna get to the other pieces for making this world's simplest, most stunning beaded bead without needle and thread. I'm so excited, even the little spiral drop on this piece, and I have more pieces. In fact, I'll go to that next because it's one of my favorite things that I've done in a long time. I just love it. So this is so simple. There's no clasp on this. This goes around your neck, and I love it just like this. I love just letting it hang like this and being able to see the beautiful pearls and the wire working that I did at the bottom of this necklace. But you can also do this almost the way you would tie a scarf if you want to like loop your little chain and have this kind of a situation. This necklace is so fun. And honestly, if you were going somewhere where maybe you had a sweater or a top with a V-neck back, or you know, any kind of a pretty back, I've gotten myself really tangled up, but you could turn this around and have the drama in the back, you know, if that is a look that you like. You guys, what have I done to myself? I've like looped this to oblivion. Okay, so let me get myself untangled. You could turn this around and have this, if I can do it, you can have this as your choker. I should have taken my earrings off that I was wearing today, but you can have this as your choker and have your drops down your back. And if you wanted to make it a shorter necklace, you could do this. Bring these around to the front. Again, it's kind of scarf-like, but I am in love with this piece. I wanted to wear it, but I was afraid to take it into my jewelry wardrobe because I was afraid that I would forget to try it on. So it is going in my jewelry wardrobe. And I made this really long because I am crazy for the drops on this necklace. They are just so beautiful. This turned out so well. There's some special beadwork and wire working on this Baroque pearl to really enhance it, but not cover it up. And I'm just thrilled with this. So if you're new here to my try-on videos and you don't know, what I do when I edit is I will put links in the description box under this try-on video in the order that I'm trying things on, so that, you know, you'll be able to find that if you missed anything or if you're seeing something that you're really interested in. And in those videos is the tutorial, and under those videos, if you open the description box, there are links to anything that I've used that I know where I got it, if it's not, you know, from my stash from a decade ago, which I have some of those things too. So before I move on to the world's easiest beaded beads, I am going to give you a sneak peek of the pendant that I did. As I said, it has not gone live on YouTube yet, but I decided to make a totem style pendant. Each section is articulated. These are quiche pearls that have no holes. They're stick Baroque quiche pearls that have no holes. This is from the new Jessie James Beads 18 karat collection. And this is a really cool shell pearl that has been edged in gold, and a beaded bead pearl that I had in my stash, and a little bit of fancy wire working. I did really fancy head pins. There is a video coming on making your own fancy head pins. And this has a gold filled diamond cut, really large jump ring. So I can take this off and put it on pink leather or bronze leather. I have a beautiful bronze leather cord if I want to dress it down a little bit. Or this is one of my Purity Beads chains that is solid brass and e-coated for anti-tarnish. And so I put it on this because I just thought it was beautiful. So that video is forthcoming. It's a really good one. It's really fun and easy. So I want to show you another pendant. This video is so fun. I'm telling you, I felt like it should come with a warning because making these is addictive. I did the first one for the video and I just kept going. So this is a beaded bead using seed beads, and craft wire, and I turned it into a bead, and I show you in the video how to do the wire, how to get your ends so that your wire goes through the middle and you have your loops for connecting. This is another thing that you can do with seed beads and wire if you need a beautiful pendant or a dangle. And I put a large bail on this, so I have, whoops, I have it backwards. I have this gorgeous pendant. I just love this. I mean, love it. And to go with that, I have the earrings to go with it, and I use check glass. And so in fact, I am going to take my earrings off. These are hearts that I made, and this is my gold filled interchangeable lever back ear wires. Those of you that have been around, I talk about these all the time, but if you're new, they have this little cradle in here, and when I get my bead boxes in, because I get so many, I can just put any kind of a loop, a wrapped loop or a simple loop at the top. I can't get my fingers out of the way, but at the top, and then it's very easy. I don't need an ear wire every time that I make a pair of earrings. And I have a couple pairs here that I did not put ear wires on, so I can try them on for you by just slipping them off of that interchangeable lever back ear wire. I love having those. I'm putting high quality metal in my ears with those. And then, you know, when I make so many, like I have, I don't even know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pairs of earrings here, just, you know, in this try on. And so it's nice to have those interchangeable ear wires, so I don't have to put an ear wire on every single time. So I am going to set my little heart chain earrings aside, and I'll show you these. And I did a couple of versions of this. This is so pretty. Look at that, you guys. Isn't it gorgeous? I love these. They are so pretty. I did another one. I do have 2 ears. Actually, with some of these things, I wish I had more ears, but look at that. Aren't they just, they light up your face. They just absolutely light up your face. I love those. And so then there was this pair. This I think was the first pair that I did in the video. So I scaled these down. This is with smaller seed beads and a smaller spiral, and I put some bling in these, and I made these a little bit longer. But once you make your beaded beads, you can, you know, change up the design a lot. So as you can see, this one, let me put the bigger one in my other ear. So this one was with 8/0 seed beads. The one on my right ear, if I can get it into my ear, the one on my right ear is with 8/0 seed beads, and it makes the bead a little bit bigger. Can't get my, there it goes. So it makes the beaded bead, the little twisty treat bead, I called them, it makes them a little bit bigger. And when you go down to 11/0 seed beads, then you get the same look, but the scale is smaller. But aren't they so fun? I really love these. Let's see what else. Let me grab all of them. So in the video, I made a whole bunch of these. And then this was the same technique that I used for the drops on that Pearls Reimagined necklace. So I have all of these. Really great. I mean, I can't, like, they're beads, so it's hard for me to show you, but this is so fun. If you missed this video, go back and watch it, because it looks, maybe it looks a little complicated, but if you love the look of beaded beads with seed beads, but you don't love to get out a needle and thread and actually do that, and they can be expensive to buy, this is a great alternative for getting the beaded bead look without all the work. And it is addictive, and literally you can use what you have. You can use whatever colors you love, 8/0 seed beads. Some of them, like this one, does not have the wire in the middle, so I show a couple of ways to do it. This one does have the wire in the middle, can you see? Which I like this better because I like looking through the spiral and seeing that it almost looks like it should twist automatically. So I love those. That was so fun. And let's see, next up, I'm going to put these on. This is the most fun. And in this video, I showed you guys how to do the exact same technique, but getting a completely different look. So this is a little heart bead, a check glass heart. It's one of the heart/leaf beads. And I did a seed bead bow that sits right on the top, and it just sits perfectly. And what's unique about this is that there are 2 wires going up through the heart bead, so that when you get to the top to create your bow, you have the 2 strands, just the way you would tie a regular bow. And these are they're just beautiful. They're so sweet. But as I said in the video, sometimes maybe you're not feeling that day like a bow and a heart. So I did another version with Dee Dee's Deluxe Check Bundle. There were these beautiful white square beads, very opaque, with a gold wash. And I did the exact same technique, but you're getting a little bit less sweetness, I guess, you know, like it's a little bit more chic. There's a little bit more geometry to it because it's a cube and a spiral, and it's the exact same technique, but it's wonderful how just by changing the beads, you get this look. And the seed beads in this are from my first month with Adornable Elements. So I just started in January getting the Beads of the Month Club from Adornable Elements, and I am so excited because I reach for seed beads in almost every single project. As you can see, like the little bows, all of these spirals, everything that I do, when I'm pulling my supplies, I will say what seed beads match this, because they make great spacers. They can extend the length the way I showed you in my first Pearls Reimagined, the lasso necklace. I needed a long length, and the seed beads gave me that without spending a fortune on beads. So I am thrilled to be getting the Beads of the Month Club. I'm just so happy. This was one of the beads that is a little bit of an expensive finish to do, and when I added it to the check glass, just stunning. So I just am thrilled about that, and I'll put links to this as well. Let's see, what is up next? Oh, the Jessie James Beads Destination Asia box was gorgeous. There were these beautiful origami birds in that, and they look like they were made of paper, the way that you normally do origami, but they are metal. And there were these little gemstones in the box, and I created a beaded chain by which to suspend my little origami birds. And it was just my favorite. It was just my favorite. Really, I think my favorite bead. It's a beautiful collection of beads. But like I said, Jessie James Beads is known. They're very well known for their boho beads and the beaded beads and like focal beads, but they always come up with something really unique that, like, at least that I haven't seen before. And you know, I've been around, I have seen some beads, and so when one of the companies surprises me, you know, I applaud them, because it's very easy to do the same thing over and over again. Okay, I am so excited about this. This design also was done with the Deluxe Check Bundle from Dee Dee Beads. And what I decided to do, this is my favorite, one of my favorite. I should be careful saying my favorite bead at all, because this is also my favorite. They're all my favorite. But this is an elongated check glass, pressed glass bicone. And this is a brick-shaped flower embossed check glass bead that I love. And I embellished each one of the beads in this, and I created a really long beaded chain. And in that box were these adorable little check glass bells. And I had some little brass bells in my stash, and I added those in for the extender chain. And what I decided to do, and this isn't going to go great with my other bracelet that I cannot stop wearing, this cuff bracelet since I made it. I'll talk to you about that one. But what this is a beaded chain wrap bracelet. So you get to really see like all of the beads. And then this extender chain here has a little dangling section with bells on it, and my lobster claw clasp can connect anywhere in there, so I can make it as tight or as loose as I want. And I love this design because if I am traveling and I wear a bracelet during the day for shopping and walking around, but then at night I need to dress up a little bit for dinner, I can wear this as a necklace. So, you know, and it can be asymmetrical because of the length, because it's a wrap bracelet. So this design just makes me so happy. I just love this. It's so big. I can't get my fingers out of the way, but it's such a cool design. It's like a little bit of a twist on a beaded chain. Okay, and then to go with that, I made these little bell threader earrings with the check glass from the deluxe check bundle. Stella of DD Beads, she's a friend of mine. She does the most amazing job with her beads. She sources things. I said to my group of friends, my beading friends were here, and I said, okay, have I been in a cave or under a rock? Because I've seen some beads and I have never seen a check glass bell. So I'm wondering, is this a really vintage bead or is it a brand new bead? I don't know where Stella gets her things, but none of my friends had ever seen a check glass bell either. And so what I decided to do, since it is a bell, is put it on a threader earring. And I just wanted to put this on because if you're not familiar with a threader earring, it has a little post on one end of the chain, and then you do whatever you want on the front. And then you can pull this so that your dangle, or in this case my bell, is really up close to my piercing and the chain is hanging down the back, so that gives it a little bit of a shorter look, and it gives you a front to back earring style. Or I can pull my bell down so that my bell is hanging like a shoulder duster. These are really fun and just super easy because you don't need an earring back. And this is a little box chain, and under this video I linked some options on this. And so if I do not know as of the filming of this if there is any of the deluxe check bundle left, but I did ask Stella to get some more bells in different colors, and she did. So check her. I'll put a link to her website in the description box, and you know, when they're posted, they will be there. I bet they're going to go fast because that is a really beautiful, I mean, it's so whimsical and so sweet, but it's classy and elegant. It a little, I mean, really unexpected, like to have a little bell in your earring or hanging from your bracelet. Oh my, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay, up next, oh, I forgot one of the Pearls Reimagined videos. So this was, I think, the third one in the series. I did this mixed bead, it's got a magnetic clasp. You really look at this and you don't even see that it's a pearl bracelet, but it has a Baroque pearl in it that's been embellished with wire, and it has these little pearl spacer beads that I found, and it's just so beautiful all the way around. I also put some gold potato pearls in this. So like I said, you look at this bracelet and you don't see like a traditional pearl bracelet. And then I did these really gorgeous earrings to go with it. Let me get my fingers out of the way. But isn't that so pretty? And so here again, if you notice, no ear wire. So I am just going to take my gold-filled lever back ear wires and just thread that right on, let it drop down into that little cradle, and then in my ear it goes. And this is just a beautiful, and this is the kind of jewelry that I always say, if you have somewhere to go, but you don't really have the clothes for it, if you pop on a black top and a pair of earrings like this and the matching bracelet, you are instantly dressed up and elevated. I mean, it's, you know, you get that, it lights up your face, there's movement. I mean, it's just, they're just beautiful. And like, I got my length just right where it's, you know, not too dramatic, but it's definitely making a statement, but still classy. Like, you know, there's kind of, for me, a fine line, at least in my own style, there's a fine line between making a statement and being like bold with my jewelry choices, but not being too much, you know, over the edge. So that is this little set. So I think that was the third video in my Pearls Reimagined series. And while I'm taking this off, I will share this with you. I did a cuff bracelet with the Pantone color of the year last year, the peach fuzz, and I decided to do an update on that bracelet. This bracelet is absolutely amazing. It is oval memory wire, and I've made all these little bridges. Like every single one of these bridges, they're all exactly the same, and the patterns just repeat all the way around the cuff. But what's so unique about this is that on my second, I don't know if you can see, but on my second to the last bridge, I threaded on a check glass shank button. And then on the other side, on the second to the last bridge, I used my soft flex wire and made a little beaded loop with the magical crimping pliers, so the beads here are really tiny. I threaded it right on in my seed bead pattern, and so that is the closure for this cuff. It was so much fun to make and so easy. And then I added my little charms, and this was done with the January dollar bead box and bag. I love that company. That is one of the things that inspires me every month. I really love check glass, and they curate it beautifully. I was trying to put my bracelet back on, and it's gotten twisted. The charm is twisted. Okay, I'm put back together now. Okay, so up next is another favorite company. I met up with the Craftica company last spring, I think. The beads come directly from the Czech Republic. They have international shipping. They do 2 boxes every month. One is a jewelry kit with a link to a video tutorial, and you can make 2 pieces of jewelry with full instructions and all the supplies you need. And the other one is called Czech Beads Exclusive, and it is a curated sampler box of Czech beads and findings. And so with last month's box, I'm gonna put this one in my ear and show you. Isn't that beautiful? I love these. This is another design, super easy with seed beads, but it looks more complicated than it is. So I'm gonna hold one up to the camera. I just did some little downward rods and connected them with a horizontal rod and just featuring the check glass. There's a little creative like wire working on these, and I just love, they're not heavy, and they look a lot more difficult to create than they actually were. But again, really all you need is this pair of earrings. But I did a pendant. So I just enlarged the pattern, or the design. I did longer downward rods. I used a little bit bigger bead for my focal here, and I did double spiral, and I put a really large bail on it. So again, this can go on my copper chain that I have empty in my jewelry box, or any of my leather cords. I have a really pretty copper leather cord, a bronze. I actually think I need to make a blue one, but this little set is just, it's just it's so cool. I just love it. I just thought it was so pretty. So if you missed that, the links will be in the description box. And then what am I gonna do next? Oh, I know what I want to do next. This is from one of the limited edition collections from Jessie James Bead called All Heart, and this is a really cool little bracelet. It starts out looking like it is just a heart beaded chain, but then I used some seed beads and did a little woven design where the seed beads just dance in between the heart links on this. And then look at this, you guys. This bead is so gorgeous. I love that bead. So I made that the dangle, and I put a magnetic clasp on this because it is a little bit chunky, but look at that. It's so pretty. I just love it. So that is the All Heart collection. I think there's still plenty of items in this collection available. When I checked a couple days ago, there was still a lot available. And then I have to share this with you. This is the coolest technique. If you missed this video, I highly encourage you to go back and watch it. two of our lovely community members, Carrie, her channel is called Downsizing on 10 Acres. She messaged me and said she'd been searching through my playlists and everything looking for stretch bracelet tutorials. And I realized that I had not done one. And I love stretch bracelets. They're so easy to take on and off and so fun, especially as the weather gets hotter, like it's usually lighter, smaller jewelry. And so I did a little stretch bracelet video for her because it's something she loves to make and she wanted to see my take on it. So this is like a pretty normal one. Again, I used what did I use on this? I think this was Dollar Bead Club again. But then May Foxworth is another one of our friends, and she said to me, I would really like to add chain into my stretch cord. And she said, how would you do that? So I did this little design. This bracelet has a section of chain. The rest of it is on stretch cord. And in this video, I showed how to accomplish this with a wire guardian and the right size of the stretch cord and the wire guardian. But I didn't just string, which you could just string a straight line, but I created a pattern that changes in the middle of the bracelet. So it's like a infinity bracelet. There's no clasp and you can't see where it starts and stops. The chain goes into this pattern and then that goes into this pattern and then back to the chain. And this is the other set of bracelets that I have been wearing like crazy since I made it. I've been going between this cuff and this, and that brings me to the next thing. So I was loving this so much, and I had purchased a couple of rings. They're commercially made. If you're one of my American friends, you know about TJ Maxx has a jewelry counter and there's some fine jewelry there. If you're in the UK, I think you have TK Maxx, and I'm not sure if they have a jewelry counter, but these little memory wire rings, this one has rubies, this one has freshwater, oops, that's the one I made, freshwater pearls. And so I've been wearing these. I love these. They're so comfortable, and because they're on memory wire, I can switch them from an index finger, a middle finger, and I started to think, well, why can't I just make those instead of buying them? And so I did one in pink and red, and I put a little charm on it. And then I did one in white and gold, and I put a little heart charm on that one. And then I did one to match my bracelet set, and I love that. And like I said, they're on memory wire, so you can, you know, go from an index finger, like one ring fits all your ring sizes pretty much. And so look at that. It's so cool to have a bracelet and ring set. I typically do bracelet and earring sets, or, you know, earrings and a necklace. And I thought, wow, a bracelet and a ring, because that's something I will wear every day. I don't wear a necklace every single day, but a ring and a bracelet I do wear every day. So that video is going to go, I film most of my videos 2 to 3 weeks in advance, and then they're uploaded to YouTube and scheduled. So when I do these try-ons, I'm actually not sure if this ring video will have gone up when this video airs, but anyway, it's gonna, you'll see it soon, like in the next couple of weeks at least. The video schedule is really full, you guys. I mean, a lot of you know that I do a lot of work, and I'm trying to slow down a little bit, but the beads are so beautiful, and the companies that I am working with are doing such an amazing job with their boxes, and they make me so creative and so happy to get the beads. And so, as I said, one of my jobs is just to unbox and show you guys what's out there so you can decide where you want to spend your money, you know, what things you want. You see them in person with me, but I can't just stop at an unboxing because they are just doing such a great job. So I'm going to show you a couple of things because I have already filmed my next design challenge kit from Softflex company, but the Starstruck Lovers box is still here on my mat, as well as the earrings from All That Glitters, which was either December or January. Like I said, I am behind in my try-on videos, but I did these cool little earrings with the Star-Crossed Lovers box, and I realized even in reading the comments that everybody is seeing Alice in Wonderland. And if I were to do these again, I think instead of making a spiral behind the rose, I think I would do a simple loop here and add a little teacup charm. So, you know, you could definitely like borrow the design and change it up in that way. And then I was so inspired just by opening the box on the Starstruck Lovers. They tied the, not the box, the package, they tied it with this absolutely stunning wine colored velvet ribbon, and I turned it into a bookmarker and I made these earrings out of it. And I'm telling you, they are like boho chic. I could totally see just a black top and this, and you know, you're done. I mean, they are so dramatic and so beautiful, but if they're too long for you, you could always shorten the bead stack, or you could shorten the ribbon part to make them, you know, adjust them for your own taste. But I really love those. And then I came back with a second video. I could not put those beads away. And the second video, I don't have the bracelet here, but these are the earrings. It is a Brazilian waxed cord set of jewelry, and it is fringy. It used the ceramic beads in the box, seed bead loops, some metal spacers, and so it's just like that chic boho mixed media, a little bit of fringiness from the cord at the bottom, and it's another thing that I just absolutely love. These are almost like a minimalist stick earring, but they're done on Brazilian waxed cord. So I love those. And I also did, this is another set for my interchangeable lever back ear wires. I did a little graduated heart set of earrings that goes from small to large, like a beaded chain. Let's just put that one in this ear if I can find it. There we go. And so that one's a little bit more subdued, but just small, medium, large, red and gold, just so pretty. So there is that one. And then this was one of my earrings from the All That Glitters kit. I guess I'm just don't have enough ears, so I'll put an earring on each ear, different earring on each ear. And then with this, with the All That Glitters kit, we got this amazing bead. This bead I just loved it. And I started out not even seeing that there was a hole in this bead. So I started to play with caging it, like making, I don't know if you're able to see, but anyway, I made a pendant and embellished this bead. It is a bead, the hole went that way. And I just embellished it with wire, and I just love the way it turned out. And if you listen to any of my videos, you know that I love to make pendants. I keep a few empty chains and leather cords in my jewelry box, and that way I can decide what vibe I want, what, you know, goes best with what I'm wearing. Choose a pendant, choose leather or a chain in all the different colors. And so I actually love the way this bead is kind of silvery, and then I did the gold wire because I could put that on gold or silver or leather and it would look great. So let's see, what do I have left? Oh, this is really important. So with my Adornable Elements seed bead collection, I made this little interchangeable pendant. So this is a little carabiner that is gold plated and it's rope-like. And I made all these different drops. So you can unscrew this little carabiner and you can choose one or two drops or all of them. It was kind of reminded me of the charm holders that everybody had in the 80s. So that is a really fun video, and most of this is done with leftover beads and like this little pendant, this little stick. It's a little seed bead stick pendant. I love the minimalist look of this, and I love how, you know, how small it is. So just on a chain, and it's something you could do on a shorter chain or a longer chain. I just really love this, and it's an opportunity to make more drops. So I love that too, and to look different colors. Unscrew the little carabiner, take off the rose and pearl ones and put on black or green or whatever, you know, I really love that. So that is on a playlist for interchangeable pieces if you're a person that likes interchangeable jewelry. And that's gonna bring me to my last item. This was the bargain bead box for last month. And the video where I created this chain, I started actually this project way back in the fall. And so this is a chain with no clasp on the back of it, but it has 2 decorative lobster claw clasps on the front. It's really long, so I can just pop it over my head. And then what I did with the bargain bead box is I made some beaded chains and added in some pearls to the box. And this is like the best things in the world. This is pearls and black and dusty rose and gold and some stacked disc spacers. And so the cool thing about this necklace is I can fill this up with make it as multi-layer as I want, as much as will fit in this lobster claw clasp. But if I want a single strand, I can unhook these and just have one strand. But I made a bracelet component. I'll show you the bracelet. And then I made a charm to hang from one of my strands. And so it's all handmade with wire, and it's just a heart. It's embellished. And if you notice, it is gold and copper. So my base chain, my base necklace is gold because that's my favorite metal. But this way, the copper and gold are 2 of my favorite metals to mix. They're both really warm, but this way my copper strands look great added onto this. And then here is the bracelet. I just did the little pearl add-ins, and I made components. So it's like a beaded chain on steroids. It's amazing. And I lied. That is not my last thing. I did something else with this box too, but look at that. I kind of made my own bracelet bar or focal point. And I just love the combination of the dusty rose, the pearl, the black, and the gold and the copper. It's just wonderful. So let me take these out of my ears. Do I even, oh, I have on 2 different earrings. I was looking, I missed one. So also with that box, I created, there were 3 toggle clasps in the box. And so these are also interchangeable. I took a toggle clasp and I took the round part, the circle part of the toggle, and put a little gemstone hanging from that. So this can be this little earring like this. Just kind of a facing forward hoop. So it would look like that. It's pretty classic. And then if I am traveling or if I want a different look, I took the T-bar of that toggle clasp and some chain and did a really pretty drop. And now that can go just the way you would clasp a bracelet, but it goes through. Let me take this off so it's not competing. And so now you have like a really dramatic earring. So I am not hard on my jewelry, and I definitely wouldn't wear this to like work out in because you don't want to lose your bar. But one of the secrets to this design, and I don't know if I said it in the video, is for your chain and your drop to be long enough and heavy enough that you can pull the T-bar through the loop so that it's not going to come out. So you know, I haven't had a problem with mine, but you could also shorten this because I think if your chain was too long, when it touched maybe the top of your jacket or whatever, you might push it out of your ear. But these are so cool, and it was really nice that we got 3 toggle sets in the bargain bead box last month. It was perfect to put one of the toggles on my beautiful bracelet and then to use 2 of the toggles to make an earring for each ear. So this is my try on video. I am going to work really hard at not being so behind next month. Like I said, I'm almost at, I think, the 3-month mark. I love to make jewelry, and I'm quite busy with the bead companies that I work with. Let's see, what am I going to wear for the rest of the day? I think it's going to be these. I'm quite busy with the bead companies, and I, also feel like a lot of people have purchased subscriptions to boxes because it's something that I do every month, so I don't ever want to miss showing you a box or giving you a design idea with a box. So I'm doing my best to keep up with that, but I do get behind on my try-on videos, so I will try to do better next month. And don't forget to check the description box if you saw anything in my try-on that you missed the video or that you want to watch again, or that you want to grab the links. They will be under those videos. And I thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody is safe and well and having fun on your beading mats. Ciao, friends.